Welcome back. We are continuing with algebra. Now we are going to another new thing, which is solving three linear equations. Three linear equations. We say that in algebra, also we can look at the simultaneous equations, but here we are going to consider the three linear equations in the area which we look at. So the three equations, these equations, they can set them in form of, like for example, if they say A x plus by plus cz equals a d. So, and they say here a1 x plus a2 plus b2 b1 y plus c1 z equals d1. And also they say a2 x plus b2 y plus c2 z equals d3. So these are the three equations which we are talking about. If they give you, like, we are considering now if a, b, c, d are constants, and whereby x, y, and z are the variables which we are looking at, so we can calculate them. Now, when we are dealing with these three linear equations, when we are solving them, we can use two methods when solving these equations. The first method is what we call substitution. As the first method, this one is even used when solving the two simultaneous equations, but also in the three linear equations it can be used. Also another one is this one we call row reduction to echelon form. So this is the next method. Here you use a combination of elimination and also matrix. So this is what you use in row reduction to echelon form. And they like this one, setting them in exams. So we are going to begin with the first one, substitution. So now on substitution, we are going to look at example. If they say question 1, the question 1 they are saying that it is 3y minus 3x minus y plus minus y minus 2z equals 0 as the first equation. Then the second equation they are saying x plus 3y minus z equals to 5. Also the other one they are saying that is 2x, then it is x 2x minus y plus 4z equals 26. So if they give you the three equations like this is equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Those are the three equations which they give you, and they say find the values of x, y, and z, or they can just solve the equations. Now we are using the substitution. What you do, first deal with the first equation. From equation 1, we are saying that it's 3x minus y minus 2z equals 0. So here what we are going to do, make either x, y, or z the subject. Like here we are going to make y the subject. What we are going to do, we take this y, this side, since it is negative, when it crosses and cosine it becomes a positive. So what we do is we call it y equals 3x minus 2z, as we can call it equation star. So that is equation star. You can put in the second equation, not in the first but in the second. So what we do, we have the value of y, which is x plus 3 into the value of y, which is 3x minus 2z. So minus z must give us the 5. So by substitution, by doing this, now we are going to open the brackets by multiplying the 3 inside. So it will be x plus the 9x, then minus 6z minus z equals 5. So now we have something like this. So when you add this plus this, you get 10x, then this minus this is minus 7z equals 5. So we have this one in terms of x and z. Call this one equation A. So now again we are going to substitute the value of y in the second equation so that we can get also the second equation in terms of x and y, so that we can have two simultaneous equations which we can solve using any method, either elimination, either substitution, any. So now we substitute in the second one. We have that it is 2x, the value of y, which is minus into bracket 3x minus 2z, then plus the value of z plus 4z equals 26. So that is the now in the third equation. By putting in the value of y, we have this. So from there, we just open the brackets, which is 2x minus 3x. Now here there is an invisible of -1. So you multiply that -1 into the brackets. So this one will come to be positive 2z plus 4z equals 26. So now this one, 2 minus 3x will get -x. Then this one plus this, that is plus 6z must equal 26. So that is what we get, that we call it equation B. Then from there we're going to solve the equation A and B simultaneously. Equation B and A simultaneously, we have 10x minus 7z equals 5 as equation A. Then also the other one is -x plus 6z equals 26. Now here we are going to use elimination. By using elimination, we mean that we must have a common unknown with the same value of quotient, or the value which is in front, that constant must be the same. So what we do, we are going to eliminate x. Eliminating x, I mean making this one, if this one is 10, also make this one to become 10. So they must be the same. So what we do, we put this one to be, since this one is negative, we multiply this one by -1 and also multiply this one by 10 to make them to be the same. So for this case, this one will be multiply this -1 all throughout. So to the first equation, which is -10x, then this one becomes plus 7z equals -5. Equals -5. So now for the second one, this time this becomes -10x, then plus 60z equals 260. So now we eliminate. So we are going to eliminate the 2 by, we are going to subtract the 2 equations. So when we introduce here a subtraction sign, so it will be -10x minus -10x. So for this case, this one becomes positive, which will neutralize it to die off. So we shall have something like that. So this one will come, we go to 0 by subtracting. So now we say 7z minus the 60, z which will give us 53z, but negative, then equals the -5 minus 260 we have 260, by subtracting it is 265, but negative. Then divide both sides by 53, by 53, but which is negative. So the answer which you get as Z, then that will be the answer. Now for that case, the answer is the answer, if you divide that one, we are dividing the 265 divided by the 53. The answer will be 5. So our Z will be a 5. Since the negative and negative we cancel, we shall have a positive 5 as our Z. So after getting the Z, substitute either in equation A or B, get the value of X. So we can put in the first equation, putting in A. Putting in A, we have that 10x minus 7 with the value of Z, which is 5, must be equal to 5. So this will become 10x minus 35 equals 5. So by taking this side, the negative 35 to become a positive. So that means our 10x becomes 40. So divide both sides by 10, that means x is 4. So now after getting x, remember we are solving the equation by getting the values of x, y, and z. So we have x and the z, we have to get y. From equation star, we are seeing that 3x, from equation star we have that y equals 3x minus 2z. So put in the values of x and z, get y. So our y will be equal to the value of x, which is a 4, and the value of z, which is a 5. We have that is 3 into 4 minus 2 into 5. So this one become 12 minus the 10, which will give us 2 as y. So that's the way how we can solve the linear equations using substitution. I think substitution. So that is it.